Yo, 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 what is going on, buddy? It is your boy Crackfeet. And I've been playing a game that's been under a lot of scrutiny lately. A lot of scrutiny, a lot of bad publicity, and I'm not even saying that it's not undeserving. Some of it is deserving. A lot of bad rep. And let me preface this by saying I actually love the game. We have to be honest and admit when there are problems with said game. Talk about Marathon, all right? That's what we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about the infamous Marathon today and the reasons why Marathon is failing. I got a whole thing of notes right here on my screen. I actually wrote it down at work and then I left it at work, but I remembered the list. It is super hard for beginners to get into Marathon. Like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, people who play Marathon, they're like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. No, it actually is that hard for the regular day person who has to go work a fucking shift, come here, deal with all this. Like, you got to deal with chips, right? That you put onto your gun, the chips. Then you got body mods that got all these details and all this and all of that. The shell cores, you got to read all this, read all of that, get into this, get into that. Then you got the shells themselves to learn. You have the different factions, which the factions aren't difficult to learn, but it's a lot to expect a new player to like. You have to dedicate time to learn these systems and to learn what all this stuff is. Like, that's a lot to ask for when you're talking to somebody who, like, these people that aren't used to this much information being thrown all at once. It's a lot to take in. And then you're asking these new players, be okay with dying and losing your loot. Who the fuck wants to die and lose their loot? Like, you have to be a maniac to want to just die and lose your loot. You lose your shit, you can't get it back. You gotta go fucking grind, go kill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to do that. It's kind of my second point, kind of like with the retention is not being good, because players are losing their shit, and since the player base is so low, the matchmaking is kind of fucked up because you have high level players getting matched up with against low level, and I see it in my games, and I don't know if it's I don't know if it's level based matchmaking or is it loot based matchmaking. But I can tell you this: I'm noticing that when I load in with a free kit, sponsored kit, that's what it's called in this game, I'm going against purples and golds. Well, my whole team has sponsored kits. What the fuck is that all about? Because it used to be sponsored kits with sponsored kits. Sponsored kits are with greens at the most. At the most, you're going against green shields every now and then, right? Okay, but so that's a problem. The retention isn't good. Two, extraction shooters as a whole, gotta do the hand movement, get my point across. Extraction shooters as a whole is not a popular genre. I don't know why they really thought that extraction shooter was gonna be like this thing, because I'm pretty sure people say because of Ark. Marathon was already in the works before Ark. Ark just happened to nail it with the type of game that they released, because they have more. This leads to another point. The PvE aspect of Ark is really good. The PvE aspect of Marathon is not good. You don't have that much variety of enemies, right? You don't have a variety of enemies. You don't have like you had the UESC sniper, big shield guys, whatever, the grenades. Okay, but then you got the anomalous, and like I think once they expand on that, the anomalous and all this and that, because the lore for Marathon is pretty good, but once they expand on that, it probably get a little better. So that's not it's a complaint, but it's not a big complaint. Um, and then also, like I told you, extraction shooters aren't popular genre, so you're already fighting an uphill battle because now you're up against games that are already popular and already have a big player base, and they're gaining new player bases. Like, new players are going into those games, like Rivals. You still got the Apex, the CODs are still kicking, Fortnite still kicking, right? And then you got the new games like Power Worlds that are coming out. You even consider Ark. Ark still has a big player base because I'm jumping ahead. I'm like jumping into different points because I'm just kind of rambling. But another point on my bullets, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on my 6th point. I might be way ahead of that. I don't know. But 6. The art style isn't for everybody. It's a blocky art style. Almost looks like everything's 3D printed and shit. Me personally, I think it's kind of cool because it's not a game that looks like anything else. Now, I can see though how that would turn people away from the game. Me personally, I love the art style. I like the whole blockiness, it's different. I'd never seen a game that looks like this, right? So to me, it's cool because it's something different. I like different. That's a personal preference, but it's not gonna be for everybody. So that's like a bullet and a half. So we're 7. Um, things being time gated, like Cryo Archive only being available on the weekends, is kind of crazy to me. Yeah, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. I think Cryo should be available. I think it should just be unlocked, bro. Like fuck it, why not? Let people run Cryo if they want to run it. Let them run it. You got a small player base anyway. Unlock that boy for everybody. And then also ranked being tied down to one map for a whole week is kind of, I don't like it. Me personally, I don't like that. I feel like you should have a map rotation for a couple hours. I think Apex implemented that this past season. I believe it's been a minute since I played Apex, but I still keep up with it a little bit. I think they implemented it to 4.5 hours of map changes on Apex, which is kind of sweet because, like, let's say you're on, let's just say Marathon, right? You're going to be playing Perimeter. I don't know about you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of Perimeter, but you're going to be on Perimeter for a week straight playing ranked. A week. Bro, switch that boy up. Let me get on Dire March rank. Let me get on Outpost rank. Outpost ranked is fun. I love Outpost rank. It's sweet, but I got to wait 2 weeks for that. Like, come on. That's kind of nuts. They did release Vault Breakers. Let me take these off now. They did release Vault Breakers, right? Now, Vault Breakers was a good idea. What Vault Breakers was that it allowed new players to learn Cryo Archive. The map, because the map is a little tricky. You got all these different puzzles in the map. It's sweet. Now, I have complaints about Vault Breakers because Vault Breakers doesn't let you bring the loot that you get inside the game, outside the game, into your vault, which they do state that in the thing. I think it's stupid. Let me bring the loot out. And I understand, okay, I think it's stupid, but I understand why they don't let you do it, because you will break essentially the gun economy of the game, if that makes sense. Like, everybody's gonna have fucking Mizrayas, they're gonna have bullies, they're gonna have the BR-33, you know, like the volley rifle. My bad, was it the BR-33? The volley rifle. They're gonna have all this. They're gonna have the gun, the green gun, boom, 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 the bio injector gun. They're gonna have gold mods and you know, all the. I get it. You don't want to inflate the regular game with that, but fuck that. Let us get that shit. Why not? Why not? What are you gonna lose? Like what? It's there, bro. The new players are probably never gonna get. The new players that do PV, that try to jump into PvP Cryo Archive, are not gonna be able to get those guns because yes, they learned the map technically. These people, I said it before. Actually, I didn't say it. Marathon is a game of sweats. Sweat. And when you jump on Cryo, you are gonna get spawn rushed on Cryo. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how the fuck they do it, but they do it and they kill you within 2 minutes if you're not out that first room. You're not gonna get your hands on these guns. From anything out of Cryo. You're not. Let them bring it out of Vault Breakers. Fuck it. It doesn't be a free for all then. I don't know. I personally, I don't like the fact that Vault Breakers doesn't let you bring the loot out. And also, I don't like the fact that there's no arms lockers within Vault Breaker, so you don't really get a good gun. You get a V75 Scar. Not the best gun to be doing Cryo in, all right? And they don't even let you pick a loadout for your Cryo, which I think is kind of whack, too. Like, whatever. All right. But, that's another thing. I think this is point 8, which was after Vault Breakers. Sweats. I wrote it. Sweats pooping on the new players due to lack of players, which is making the matches unbalanced. Even loading in with free kits, you get matched against purple and gold shields. That's what I said earlier. I kind of, like I told you guys, I was bouncing all over the place. It was just a lot of thoughts going around. But yeah, these new players, because since the player base is so small now, they're going to get annihilated. These players that stuck to the game are going to be suited up, ready for war, and they're out for blood. And these new players are just little baby seals in an ocean full of sharks. Like, they about to get fucking destroyed, bro. Like, and like, there's nothing they can do about it. These players. And the thing about Marathon 2 is that it doesn't play like a extraction. It plays like a battle royale. Like, you're looking for other players. Like, you're not looking for loot. You're looking for other players. Like, when I load into a game, people are like, let's go over here. There's players over here. They spawned over here. Let's go. Boom. Like, that's straight away. They're going for other players. You're not getting out of that. Like, you have to deal with that. It's a PvP game. And the lack of PvE in the game is bad. That's another point. It's bad. We need more PvE. Like, you need a lot more PvE to bring in players, because the PvE lets the people who don't want to deal with the fucking sweats have fun within the game, and they can still do everything within the game without having to get shit on every game. Like, it's a big thing. It's a big thing, bro. Like, these people in, like, let's just use for Ark. Like, this is 2 points because it's not friendly and the lack of PvE. So it's 2 points. I'm putting into 1 point. Arc Raiders has a tremendous formula. What they did is that they allowed the game to be friendly. Like, you could be friendly with somebody in Arc Raiders, and you could like do your shit together. Like, you could. It's easier to make friends in Arc Raiders just with a random guy, right? It's a little untrustworthy, yes. You can't do the same thing in Marathon, bro. Sometimes in Marathon, no, it's a dog eat dog world in Marathon. There is no reason to help out a random guy in Marathon. There's not. There's literally no reward. There's nothing for it. Like, there's nothing for you helping this guy out. And also, it's just like the game forces you to go after PvP. It wants you to kill people. It literally said it's like runners go blah blah, eliminate all the runners. It's like it literally telling you that, but it's also like that's what's driving players away from your game because you cannot have there's no rapport with a random stranger. You can't have that. Trust me, like. And you might get lucky every now and then, but most of the time, it's shoot on sight. It is literally shoot on sight. You are not making it out this thing alive. Like, that's it. You're done. Skedaddle. You're done. Dead. All right? And that's a big problem. It is a big problem. That's what makes Arc so good, though, because Arc, you have that ability to be like, yo, like, let's shoot me, dog. Please, bro. And people actually help you out. They actually help you out. A lot of friendly people on Arc. Marathon's not like that, bro. There's not. Because there's no incentive to help somebody. There is no incentive. I got a solution, though. Right? Here's the solution now. Why not introduce a faction kind of like the faction in, if you guys remember Dark Souls, the Sunlight Warriors? They're like made to help people. Like that faction was like, yo, you got the Sunlight Warrior in your squad. He gonna help you, dog. Boom. Help me. Help me. Praise the sun. Right? But they also have factions that were meant to hurt other players, right? Remember, I forgot what I forgot what the faction was in Dark Souls, but there was a faction that was meant to hurt people, and then you also had the Sunlight Warriors, and you also had the Dark Moon Covenant, I believe, also help save players in Honor Londo. Look, I'm getting off track, but introduce something like that. Like you could there's a more incentive to help random players in the game. I think that would kind of help out a little bit. It'd probably be like a band-aid over a big wound, but because there's a lot more things you got to fix within the game. That's just some of the things that I was just thinking, like, man, this game is not doing so hot, bro. Even after Vault Breakers, like, it don't even matter, bro. You don't get none of your loot out that game mode. So it's kind of like, what are we doing? Like, oh, another big reason, I can't believe I forgot. I don't know why this slipped my mind. A big reason why, too, is the whole Destiny debacle, bro. The whole Destiny debacle kind of fucked the marathon, too. And I don't even fault none of the Destiny players for it, because it is fucked up what happened. I mean, they've been waiting for new games, new content for their shit, and that shit got pushed to the side, and then canceled, killed it, and then they brought Marathon. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, if I'm being honest. You just created a whole fucking vortex of hatred to come your way, because these players been waiting for content. You can't really expect for these players to be happy for something when you took it away. They're not gonna be happy for no project you put out. You just fucked them over. Rightfully so, though. You know, rightfully so. So my bad. That was Marathon in the background. But yeah, no, so that's kind of like a couple of my thoughts. The whole really the Destiny debacle kind of fucked them up too. I think that kind of really put the nail in the coffin, because it's kind of like, why would somebody want to support you guys when you guys kind of just fucked them over? You know, kind of like you led them astray, kind of. And I'm like, you know, this is coming from somebody who loves Marathon too. I love Marathon. I really do. I genuinely love that game. But you got to call a spade, and we got to be honest with the state of the game. The state of the game is not good. It's not good. They are doing things to try to improve it, but they could be doing a lot more to improve the game. Will the player base ever grow big? I don't know. I got my money's worth out the game, so I'm cool. But it's just one of the things that is just like, they got to fix it now, bro. Because if you don't fix it now, that shit's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Player base going to keep falling. Simple as that. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Much appreciated. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys got any thoughts too that you guys want to share, this is just a quick rough draft I was thinking about at work, and I wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to talk about it, get it out there. So that's what this is gonna be for. If you guys got any thoughts, give me your thoughts on it. Give me your thoughts on what you guys think. And yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment, bro. Hey, you know how we do. All right, y'all.